Welcome to AM. My name's Richard Conway, and this is the platform for age group multisport athletes to showcase their journeys. Welcome to AM. My name's Richard Conway, and this is the platform for age group multisport athletes to showcase their journeys. To episode 41 of the Age Group Multisport podcast, and thank you ever so much for the last 12 months. This is the last podcast of the year, and a big thank you for everybody who has supported and listened. Welcome along to episode 41 of the Age Group Multisport podcast, and subscribe. And thank you ever so much for the last 12 months. And also, this is the last podcast of the year. Age groupers that we've had on. Thank you for everybody fantastic stories over the last 12 months, and took the time out. Fantastic athletes, so subscribe. Been a good year. Been a good year. And also a massive thank you. And on this episode, we're going to end with a bang that we've had on. We've heard some fantastic stories over the last 12 months. Stringer, who's just back from a successful standard duathlon at the World Championships. Been a good year. Finished on the podium. And she got on this episode. We're going to end with a bang. The winner, and it's that age group silver medal, Kathy Stringer. The last year's just back from a successful achieved a standard duathlon at the World Championships. Onwards and upwards for Kathy. Finished on the podium. Kathy tells us how she got into silver medal duathlon from a running background when a boyfriend and an injury persuaded her to have a go at cycling. The last year's position, she liked it, where she achieved a bronze. She put the two together and started racing duathlon. Onwards and upwards for Kathy. A good side story to Kathy tells us how she got into duathlon from a running background when a boyfriend landed and an injury persuaded her to have a go at cycling. For GCN, the Global Cycling Network, so she's going to be producing together and started racing duathlon. We'll have a little chat about that. A good side story to Kathy. I hope you enjoy this one. Is that she's just that's coming landed up. A new job. Like I said before, GCN, only a few days to Christmas now. Training's going okay. My base training and my endurance we'll have a little chat about building. That as well. So I've done a few consecutive. I hope you enjoy this one. Long hilly runs of 10k now, so the leg feels coming up. Okay. And who said Lincoln should like I said before, only a few days to Christmas now. Training's going okay. Finished the last my base swim and my endurance is building. I've done a few consecutive. We've got our sons coming home this hilly runs of 10k now, and so the leg feels okay. And who said Lincoln period flat? Not on the runs that I've been doing it. I guess training will finish the last on the back swim. As most people's are this time of year. We've got our sons coming home this Christmas. We've got family, like I say, we've got family coming home. We had a really nice Christmas period. Club dinner last week, so WBC. I guess training and that's a good thing on the back burner. Our sport is it's such a supportive environment, and you can create family, the people that you want to be around home. And, we had a really nice Christmas. We've done this in our club dinner last week, WBC. So and that's a good thing about a big sport. Merry Christmas and look forward to training with them again in the new year. You can create the people. And also, it was my birthday last week. Completely spoiled as usual by Mrs. We've done this in our club, and she bought me the new Saucony Speed 2 run shields. A big Merry Christmas. I love the original. And look forward to training with them again in the new year. Speeds. And also, it was my birthday last week. The design completely spoiled as usual by Mrs. C. And she bought me the new Saucony Speed 2 run shields. We'll try these out. And I love the original part of it. It's like a Gore-Tex, so they'll be good this time of the year. Keep my feet dry. So we'll try them out. We'll put a few miles in them, and we'll let you know how we get on with them. A few different reviews. So I also got. We'll try these out. Paul Larson's and the run shield hit interval training Gore-Tex, so they'll be good this time. Which I'm really looking forward to. So we'll try them out. We'll put a few miles in them, and we'll let you know how we get on with them. And this, I also got one big Paul Larson's hit interval training book. It's a proper textbook, which I'm really looking forward to. It might not be bedtime reading, but it was so nice to chat to Paul on the show. So I'll let you know what they're like and what we get out of them. This is one big massive book. What else have we been doing? I've been glued to the recent cyclocross textbook. So Walt Van Aert's back. It might not be bedtime. He's won all the races that he's entered so far. Looking forward to reading it all the same. So I'll let you know what they're like and what we get out of them. Last weekend I was watching what else we've been doing? I've been glued to the recent cyclocross on the snow. Walt Van Aert's back. Pidcock was and he's won all the races that he's entered so far. which
and
is
they're
no
trying to get
surprise, really.
the cyclocross.
And last weekend I was watching
the Olympics,
hence
in Italy on the snow.
Cyclocross,
and they were just amazing
in Italy.
how they
were on the
stayed
snow.
up. I mean,
And
the
Tom
a little
Pitcock
bit, but was taking
was
part
unbelievable,
in it
the
for
handling skills that these guys have got.
and they're trying to get
girls as
the
well.
cyclocross.
So I really enjoyed
into
that.
the Olympics.
The day
hence
before
in
there was
Italy on the snow, and they were
another
just
race,
amazing how they
which I can't
stayed
remember where it
up.
was
I
now,
mean,
but it was a
the
traditional
cyclocross on the mud.
It was
and the dirt,
unbelievable, the handling
and
skills that these guys have
the
got.
two British
And
young
the
girls
as
did well. Anna Kay came
so I
third,
really enjoyed that.
and Zoe Baxter.
And the day before
she
there was
topped the podium out.
another race.
Oh, that's right. It was in
which
Essen.
I can't remember where it was now.
And
But
yeah,
it was
so that was really nice to see the Brits coming to the fore. The two
and I've
British
also been
young girls
watching
did
the
well.
Vincent
Anna
Louis
came third, and Zoe
documentary
Baxter
on YouTube.
She
about
topped the
his
podium
Super
out.
League season last year.
Oh, that's right. It was
And
in
it's
Essen.
great insight into the series.
Yeah,
actually.
so that was really nice to see the Brits coming to the fore
to the racing.
So there are a few
and
things.
I've also
been
watching the
Vincent Louis,
and I'm going to add one other
documentary on YouTube
about his
Sub
Super League
7
season last
by
year.
Christian Blumenfeld.
It's great insight
He's
into the
got a
series,
documentary
actually.
now.
And
what
goes
part
into
one's
the
available
to the
to
racing.
watch. So
on
there are a few
YouTube.
things to seek
and that was
out.
really good as
oh,
well.
and I'm going to add one other thing
There's
to
a group
that.
with them. I think
the
4 or 5 athletes.
Sub 7,
maybe more,
by Christian
but,
Blumenfeld.
for the men, they're
He's
trying to go
got a
sub 7,
documentary
and for the women,
now.
they're trying to go sub 8. So
I think part one's available
yeah, see
to
if you
watch.
can find that one as well,
on
because that
YouTube.
was a good watch. And that was really good as well.
And
He's
finally,
trying to-
after
there's
the
a
main
group with them,
interview,
I think 4 or 5
our life hack
athletes,
for this
maybe
episode
more,
about eating
that,
nuts.
for the men, they're trying to go
as
sub
part of
7,
your daily
and for the
food
women, they're trying to
intake.
go sub 8.
And the benefits of those.
Yeah,
so,
see if you can find that one as well, because that was.
I
that
think
was a
that's
good
about
watch.
it for now. So here's the main event.
And finally,
and we'll
after
see you on
the
the main
other side.
interview, our life hack
Hello.
for this episode's about eating nuts as part of your daily food intake.
Hello.
And the benefits
Hello.
of those. So,
How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. How are you doing?
for now.
Very well,
So here's the main
very well.
event, and we'll
Awesome.
Nice to see you.
awesome. And you,
Hello.
yeah. It's Richard, isn't it?
It is Richard, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Hello.
agreeing to Hello. come on and take part. How are you?
No problem
good,
at all.
thank you.
Thank
How
you
you
for having
doing?
me on.
Very well, very well. What do you do
Awesome.
as,
Nice to see you.
as a job? So I was
and you,
intrigued
yeah.
by you
It's
saying you're
Richard,
really
isn't
busy,
it?
so- It is Richard, yes. Yeah.
Thank
you for, agreeing
well,
to come on
I'm
and
actually a
take part.
producer.
Okay.
No problem at all. So
Thank you for having me
currently,
on.
I'm working on a documentary.
What do you do
I
as
can't
a job? Because
Say
I was
much
intrigued by you
more.
saying
It's a
you're really
documentary
busy,
about horse
so-
racing.
All right.
So
yeah,
I'm not sure how much I can actually
Okay.
say.
Oh, no, that's
So
okay.
currently, I'm working on a documentary.
but yeah, a really big
I can't say much
horse racing
more.
documentary.
It's a
So,
documentary
yeah,
really
about horse
exciting.
racing.
All right.
But yeah, and I've actually starting
I'm
a
not
job
sure
as
how
of
much I can
January.
actually say.
All right, exciting.
that's
What
very
are you
publicly.
doing?
But
That's
yeah,
super exciting as well.
a really big.
So I'm actually going to work. Have you heard of Global
horse
Cycling
racing
Network?
documentary?
So
I have.
yeah, really
Yes.
exciting.
Yes, I'm going to work
but,
for them.
But yeah, and
right.
I've actually
They're
I'm
GCN
starting a
Plus
new job as
documentaries.
of January.
Okay, right, exciting. Which
So,
course are we doing? Because they've
So that's
actually
super
got
exciting as well.
massive. Now, I
So
remember
I'm
when
actually
they
going
were
to
just
work. Have you
literally
heard of Global
the
Cycling
YouTube
Network?
video? I have. Yes.
And then
Yes, I'm
they've
going
grown
to work for them
exponentially. It's just
on
right. And now they're
their
part of
GCN
Eurosport,
Plus
or they're taking over
documentaries.
Eurosport
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Because
Which
I'm a
is-
massive cycling. Because they've actually
massive
got
cycling
massive. Now, I
addict
remember
and,
when they were just literally
yeah,
a YouTube
used
video.
to watch all the
And
videos
then
that they put
They've
out.
grown
and-
exponentially, and it's
Yeah, when-
just
when
and now they're
Simon
part of
was doing it,
Eurosport. Or
And the
they're
two
taking over
guys,
Eurosport
are now
or whatever.
commentating on
Because I'm a
Eurosport
massive
as well,
cycling, which is
massive
really
Yeah.
cycling addict.
Yeah.
and,
So I think that investment
yeah,
came a few years ago.
used to watch all the videos.
Yeah,
that
they
put
got the
out
big
and-
investment, and now, yeah, as you
Yeah,
say,
when-
they sort of
when
do all race
Simon was
reviews and
doing it
commentary and stuff, don't
And the
they?
two guys are
yeah,
now
I'm really
commentating
excited.
on
I feel
Eurosport
like
as
I've
well,
sort of
which is
moved
really
Yeah.
cool.
into an area that obviously I'm so
So I
interested
think
in
that
as well.
investment came a few
Yeah.
years ago.
I'm going to be making
yeah,
documentaries.
they got the big
and
investment
researching
now, yeah, as you
stories
say,
that
they
I
sort of
probably
do
do in
all
my
my
views
spare
and
time
commentary and stuff,
anyway.
don't they?
Yeah, it's massive.
So it's really
I'm
cool.
really
and I'm
excited. I
hoping
feel
that
like
I'll get
I've
to
sort
go
of
on the shoot,
moved into an
and actually
area
get to
obviously
see,
I'm so
you know, like
interested in
if
as
you're going
well.
to I don't know, some of the best hills and making documentaries, the best cycling routes, stories that I'll probably do in my spare time anyway.
them
In person.
So
So
it's
I'm
really
gonna
cool,
try
and
take
I'm
my
hoping
bike.
that I'll get to go out on the
Absolutely,
shoots.
yeah.
And actually get to see, you know,
Well, you can
like
give
if
you
you
one.
go and do, I don't know, some of the best hills in the UK or
Oh, well,
the best cycling
congratulations
routes.
on
I'm
that.
hoping that I'll
Oh,
obviously
thank
get
you
to go
so
to some of the
much.
trips and actually see
Thank
them
you. I'm actually
in
I'm going to
person.
be
Might have
announcing
to
it
try and take my
tomorrow
bike because I.
Absolutely, yeah.
People
Yeah.
may have seen I was
Might even give
celebrating
you one.
some champagne earlier in the week, and it was because that was when I found out
Oh,
I'd
well,
got it, and I was so
congratulations on that.
excited.
I bet it
just
can't
wanted
wait.
to sign the contracts and
Thank
do all
you.
the,
I'm
like,
actually I'm
those
going to
bit-
be
you know what it's like it's fully confirmed because I don't want to say anything.
People put
may have seen I was celebrating some champagne earlier in the week. I don't know what was because that was when I found out I'd got it. So that was I just wanted to sign the contract and do all the like.
So you didn't want to jinx it.
You know, and it's like it's fully basically So I don't want to say anything too but come mature and not happen or switch into that role. I don't know what would happen, but
good luck.
So thank you. So that was
you'll have to let me know what you're doing and what you're doing. So you didn't want to jinx it.
Yeah. Oh my god, definitely. Well, I'll be posting all about it. But come January, and as much as I can. I don't know how much they allow yet. I've kind of got to thank you so much. If I can do behind the scenes and show you kind of what goes on.
What you're doing on shoots, and I'll look out.
Oh my god, definitely. Well, I'll be posting all about it. Really, my audience, like I've had as much as I can. I don't know how much they allow as well. I've kind of and they've sort of taken an interest. If you feel behind the scenes, as you've heard of GCN, I think a lot of people have. It'll be really good because if you haven't heard GCN, you may have heard of GTN. Obviously, it's not really my audience. Yeah, I've had the odd few people who I'm hoping that everyone also enjoys all the content, and they've sort of taken an interest. But I feel and it'll be awesome because I'll be able to ask people questions about the kind of content they want to see and have what they're interested in. And if you haven't heard GCN, you may have heard of GCN. I've kind of got like the audience that we're interested in. So yeah, I think so it's I'm hoping that everyone will really enjoy sort of the content and what I'm doing, and it'll be awesome because I'll be able to ask people questions about the kind of content they want to see and what they're interested in, and almost I've kind of got like the audience that we're interested in at my fingertips on my phone. So it's great.
I've had quite a few people reaching out. I've put forward to a few your messages and see what I need guests. This is the 41st that we've done.
Wow,
so again,
thank
you ever so much for doing this, and welcome to AMP. So much appreciated because I've had quite a few people reaching out. I've put out a few messages saying problem. I need guests, and it's sort of dried out. This is the 41st. Don't know what we've done.
Wow, okay.
Because everyone started getting busier again.
So possibly, it could well be. I've had initially, I've had quite a few people interested, but they get to a certain stage, like the email, and it's sort of dried out for whatever reason. Don't bother, or I don't know what the reason is.
Because everyone started getting busier again.
Appreciate possibly, it could well be. I've had, like I said, I've had quite a few people interested.
Yeah, no problem.
They get to a certain stage. Like Kathy, if you just like to give us a little bit of background on yourself, or I don't know what the reason growing up as a kid. So really appreciated that you how you come about getting into the mad world of multisport.
I never thought I'd be in this position. I honestly
background on yourself.
So it was actually my dad got me into running from quite an early age, and I had 3 older brothers as well. So they were all going to the athletics club before me. I never thought I'd be still having to go training. I was still having to sit in the car and watch that. So as soon as I was old enough, my dad, I think I was 9 when I first joined the athletics club. I had 3 older brothers as well. Yeah, so they were all going into the athletics club. Watched my brothers do it for years before me. I was still having to go training. So still having to sit in the car from the age of 9 until. So as soon as I was old enough, 16, 17, I ran when I first joined my local athletics club, which is Vale Royal. Yeah, I couldn't wait to join in. Absolutely loved it. My running brothers did it for years. My second family. And I used to compete at quite a high level. From the age of 9 until I ran for my county, about 16, 17. We did quite well national, my local, especially the cross country, which is Vale Royal. We had a really strong team of girls. Absolutely loved it. My running friends there became that was my second family. And I absolutely loved it. And then obviously, quite a high level. From teenager, went to university. And at university, we did quite well at nationals, especially in the cross country. A lot of running. Got to go. We had a really strong team of girls. Sorry, the Bucks track and field. That was great. It was held at the Olympic Stadium. I absolutely loved it. And then obviously the Olympics. From that teenager went to university, and it was those sorts of opportunities that kept me going. I just kept thinking, if I was to quit athletics, or if I was to stop running, the Bucks track and these sorts of opportunities wouldn't when it was held at the Olympic Stadium. So they were the it was before the Olympics that was super exciting. Kept me going for all those years, and it was those sorts of opportunities that kept me going. In my early 20s, I just kept thinking, if I was to quit athletics, if I was to stop running, that's where these sorts of opportunities wouldn't come to me anymore. So they were and he was a really keen cyclist. Kept me going for all those years. I sort of introduced him to running, and he introduced me to cycling. In my early 20s, and he did very lucky he actually in Bristol. He was the one who bought me my first road bike, which is the one that I still ride now. Then boyfriend, and he was a really keen cyclist. I mean, I was terrified. The two of us almost like I sort of introduced him to running, and he introduced me to cycling. I only pressed the front hand and the front brake. Yeah, I was very lucky. So my front wheel stopped, he was the one who went straight over the road bike, which is the one that I still ride now. Cut my chin open, had stitches in my chin. I mean, I was terrified. So when I was a kid, I was was just really nervous on bikes I only pressed the front brake. I always thought, so my front wheel stopped and I just went straight over they're too scary the handlebars. And cut my chin open, had stitches in my chin. We're going to get you on this. And so I'd always started just really nervous on bikes in converse ever since that point. Jeans, and I always thought, I'll never get on a road bike again. They're too skinny, they're too scary. And anyway, he bought me this bike. He was like, "Come on, we're gonna slowly but surely on this." So I first started a bit of an adrenaline just in converse, and just as soon as I started enjoying myself, didn't look the part at all. Didn't have a clue what you were supposed to wear. Basically, I kind of went from the park to then commuting, and then slowly but surely, I lived in Bristol. I enjoy it. I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie, and so it was quite a good route. As soon as I started enjoying myself, the bridge, and then and stuff. Yeah. So I was quite lucky, and it was a good distance. It took me around an hour. I kind of went from an hour there, an hour back, commuting. So it was doable. And I lived in Bristol, but I commuted loads of cycling fitness. So it was quite a good route because you kind of went and just built up from there. So I started commuting and then started commuting. So I was quite lucky, and it was a good distance. It took me around an hour there and an hour back. From being a rare thing, it was doable every day. And then loads of cycling fitness. Yeah, eventually sort of thought, just built it from an event. So I started commuting. I'd never heard of duathlons. I'd heard of triathlons, and I knew exactly what they were. It didn't have a clue what a duathlon was. So it was actually a friend said, you do know there's this event where you can run a bike, because I at that point eventually sort of thought, is there an event? I'd never heard of duathlons. I'd heard of triathlons and I knew exactly what they were. Didn't have a clue. I just wanted to stick to what I knew. It was actually a friend said, so I entered my first duathlon bike, because I at that point I had no interest in swimming. Didn't have time for it. My age swimming's not my first event, which was at Alton Park. So I just wanted to stick to what I knew. Running, I was so comfortable. So I entered my first duathlon, and I'd competed since I was like 10. What have I signed up for? So I knew exactly what I was doing. It was just the cycling was completely my age group in the first event, which I got through it. And I did quite well. I remember. And I mean, the running, I was so really, I'd ran since I was 9, even competed since I was like really 10 or 11 on the bike. So I knew exactly what I was doing. It was just the cycling was completely quite promising, really, that I was able to do that. I got through it, and I did quite well. Anyway, loved the experience, did quite well. Splits were really, sort of just thought I want to carry on. I was really consistent on the bike. I'm quite good at this. And that sort of gave me.
How did you first feel when you first ran off the bike then?
And anyway, I loved the experience. Did quite well. I don't think anyone will ever forget that. Will they? I want to carry on. I thought I'm quite good at this, so I don't want to drop it.
How did you first feel when you first ran off the bike?
Because as well, it was a really awful day, and I just swear people always say it is. I don't think anyone will ever forget that. Will they? And I remember saying to someone, I feel like I've got no feet. So I actually remember my feet had gone because that jelly leg feeling. It was a really awful day, feeling my feet because it was so cold, which I swear people when I came to run, I felt like I was running on a lot of wooden pegs. And I remember saying wooden legs, I was just hitting the ground like I've got big feet, sort of thing. So my feet, it was really, really jelly leg because I'd never, but then I'd also lost all feeling my feet that it was so cold. And when I came to run, I felt like I was running on wooden pegs.
Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
Wooden legs, I was just hitting the ground.
I thought it would be, that's why I asked the question.
Yeah, it was really, really odd because I'd never trained. I mean, it's still not great. I don't think you ever. So yeah, that definitely. It's certainly not what it used to be now. That
I thought it would be. That's why I asked.
Do more training geared towards triathlons. Yeah. I mean, it's still. I think it's just a combination of the cold as well, the cold and the wet. I think my parents were stood near the transition zone. It's certainly not what it used to be. I can't get my helmet off. I don't know what to do anymore. I was like, do more training. My shoe. See, that's my shoe. I'd Velcro straps on my cycling shoes. I think it was just a combination of the cold as well. The cold. I was just like, I think my parents were stood near the transition zone. I don't know what to do here. I can't get my shoes on. I can't get my helmet off. Somehow I just turned big. I was like, managed to get my shoe. I found out that's my shoe. I Velcro straps. It was so awful. Like, and I was just, I couldn't grip. I was just like hitting my. And I was like, I don't know what to do here. I can't get my shoes off. Definitely. And somehow I just.
It didn't put you off because you went on and did some more.
And I found out later, not many people finished the race. So I kept doing more. It was so awful. As I said, some of the worst conditions from that point. Up until then, I'd only really done commuting and the odd weekend ride. And after that, I thought,
But it didn't put you off because you went on and did some more then.
And so I just started. So I kept doing train indoors
and as I said,
do sort of like
from that
interval
point,
type sessions.
Up until then,
and I started actually
taking
taking
notice
when I was commuting. I started taking notice of
after
the
that, I
segments.
thought,
so I'd be like, right, I could do quite well last time I cycled from
so I just started,
traffic lights.
I got a turbo,
I did it in this time,
so I'd start
and do sort of more interval type sessions
where I was improving.
And I started actually
taking
notice when I was commuting. I
started taking notice.
So yeah,
and then I guess that then took me
the last time I cycled
to
so I did a
qualifier
and
I
qualified
for
my
time,
age group.
so I'd
start
actually
for Pontevedra in 2019,
recognising where I was
so I did a qualifier in
2018.
I raced the worlds in 2019.
So yeah, and then I guess that
anyone
then
who
took
doesn't
me
know, Pontevedra was the World Championship.
So I did a qualifier
and qualified for my age group
and
I got a bronze medal. So I did a qualifier in 2018.
Wasn't expecting that at all. I went with zero expectation.
I was just in awe.
Sorry for
anyone who doesn't know, Pontevedra was the World Championship.
Just looking around, and
that's what I
did.
Just athletes from all over the world.
I got a bronze medal.
What am I doing here?
Honestly,
crazy.
Wasn't expecting that at all. I went with zero expectation.
Loved the experience.
I was just in awe of
bronze medal. I was like,
in the athletes parade, just looking around.
I know I'm capable.
There were just athletes from all over the world.
You look to the running times and cycling times, and I was like,
it's just crazy.
That's not out of my potential. I know I can achieve those times.
Yeah, I love the experience.
And when I was the bronze medal, I was like,
Royal when I was younger,
I could get gold here. Like
I'd beaten the times that I was running. So I was like,
you look to the running times, just cycling times, and I was like, that's not out of my potential. So I know I can achieve those times.
And
when I ran, when I was sort of
how far
Royal when I was younger,
from like
I'd beaten the times that I was running. So I was like, well, I've run faster than what I just did.
I wish I'd
I've just got to get back to that point. But so that's my goal. It was minutes. I was so in Pontevedra, a British girl.
How far off were you from
Zoe,
the top
Zoe
times? And you can't be that far behind.
And
can you remember?
Yeah, I was definitely minutes behind her.
I wish I'd
minutes, seconds.
I think what it was minutes. I'll say that later.
So in Pontevedra,
a British girl won.
This is what I do. I get ahead of myself.
That's all right. That's fine. You can. No, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah, I was definitely minutes behind her.
In that.
I think what
does transition
I'll say that later on when we come on to this bit as well.
This is what I do. I get ahead of myself.
That's all right. That's fine. You can. No, it's absolutely fine.
When I did Pontevedra,
in that making time,
I remember it so clearly.
Play a big part in
that. Was such a buzz for me, that whole event, because obviously I'd never done it before.
Yeah, my transition.
And I remember coming
improved.
In and Beyonce.
When I did Pontevedra,
and as I was running with my bike, I was like, "What a song!" I remember it so clearly.
Transition.
And I was like
almost singing and dancing to it as I was coming in my bike. I was just fine.
I remember coming in,
I loved it.
And Beyonce.
This year there was no singing or dancing.
And as I was running with my bike, I was like, "What a song
to have come on!" Just going to transition.
But you know what? I was like
almost singing and dancing.
My coach keeps
coming in my bike.
I was just
fine
improve on the race. I loved it. Obviously, a lot of people have their shoes actually attached to their pedals.
This year there was no singing,
and I've never done that.
In and out of that transition.
I'm not confident enough. I'm not brave enough. I don't know how people do it. I've practiced
a little bit. So
I've practiced saying wanting me to improve on
swinging my leg over.
Obviously, a lot of people have their shoes actually attached to their pedals. And I've never done
jumping
on
and
then attaching my bike in. I'm not confident enough. I'm
not
brave enough. I don't know how
people do it.
Just to give an example, even this
little
year,
bit. So I practiced
a girl
who 1 foot and swinging my leg over.
Well,
and I can do it. I can do it. But we sort of came out jumping on and then attaching my bike in. And I often find at our level
ahead of me, this is
just to give an example. Even this year,
so we'd come in, grabbed a girl who, and I was just behind her.
Well, and she jumped on, but it wasn't in this. I obviously
we sort of came out to start, put my leg over,
she was
clip in and go. But what I find is that this is T1, so first transition.
If you're not as good as
grabbed our bikes, we're professionals at it.
And I was just behind
her.
She then, as she jumped on,
her feet in her
shoes.
I obviously took a little bit of time. I had to start. Put my leg over,
I just find that for me,
I'm so.
But what I find is
doing that, like putting my shoes on, running out,
you're not as good as
I just go. The professionals,
and I find that a lot of people,
as she was trying to
if
put
they're
her
not
feet in
super quick
their
shoes,
I overtook her.
I don't see the benefit in that.
I just find that for me, I'm so confident just the stress of having to put my shoes on, running out,
shoes and doing all that. To me, it's just too fast.
And I find that a lot of people,
I think it's what you said earlier, isn't it?
Super quick at getting their feet into their shoes.
I think it's what you said earlier.
I don't see the benefit in in the
one,
time.
It doesn't really matter what.
And for me, just the stress of having to elasticate my shoes and doing all that, to me, it's just too much faff. I just want to put my shoes on and go.
Practicing that. I think it's what you said earlier, isn't it, already? But you've got to, I think it's what you said earlier, it's practice. But then you don't want that in really matter what you do, especially not in a grand final. And two, you're ready. You know, because that doesn't make any sense, does it? You've got to be really slick. I mean, you can even watch the professionals doing the triathlon. You've got to like practice and practice. But then you don't put that in and trying to get on the bike, you know, especially not absolutely in a grand final. That's their living. They're doing that for a living. Because that would be, doesn't make any sense. You've got to be really slick. I mean, you can even watch the professionals doing the red mist comes down, you're running through, you're all over the place. When they're, you know, it's like trying to get on the bike, you know, it's like absolutely chaos. To do that, that's their living. They're doing that slow down basically to speed up. Everything just goes to shit, doesn't it? When you're running, you're right. I think you've got to stay with what's down. You're running through. You're all over the place. You know, it's like
and I think you've sort of hit the nail on the head. To do that takes some. It's in the race scenario. Your mind, like you can't expect your mind to work in that race.
You're right. I think you've got to stay with what's comfortable.
So even if you practice it 15 times in training, you think, and I think you've it would be so different in a race. So my advice is, it's in the race scenario. You have to practice it in every single race that year. Your mind to work in that race scenario. And so even if you practice it 15 times in training, cycling shoes early last year, it will be so different in a race. Because that's how I was terrified I was going to do that. You have to practice it in the mountain bike race. You've got it on both sides of the pedals. Just road, you've only got the one side. I'd only transitioned to that to road cycling shoes early last year. Too much for me. I was still in my mountain bike. I know what I'm, because that's how terrified I was of. I've done it in every single race. The mountain bike cleats, you've got it on both sides. So there is room to improve there, but
which is good, isn't it?
I'd only transitioned to that.
That's good, and it gives you encouragement.
This is too much for me, and I just thought, I know what I'm comfortable with,
achievable,
and I've done it in every single race, so I know what I'm doing. So there is room to improve there, but
which is good, isn't it? You know, I mean, that's good, and it gives you encouragement. I know you did your first one in 2016, but it's achievable. This far, get on the podium twice, you can improve. I mean, you've done absolutely marvellous considering. It's really, really good. You know, so going back, just got into it. Going back a bit. I know you did. Your so how did you find? You've done quite a lot of duathlons. How did you find out about it? Get on the podium twice.
I think it was just through word of mouth. I found the first duathlon I did, the one I spoke about earlier, everyone was so friendly.
So how did you find
so lovely? And this is one thing I love about Agegroup and Multisport. Like, I've made so many friends. It was just through word of mouth. Even on Instagram, I found on there. So the first duathlon I just find the second you get to a race, oh hey, like everyone was I think I've seen you before. Everyone was so lovely. And this is one thing I love about Agegroup. I think that's really nice. The first duathlon I ever did, I've made so many friends. I honestly, when I say even on Instagram and the community that was there, like honestly, I just find the second you get to a race, everyone's like, oh hey, like I think I've seen you. I didn't have a race spell, and I mean, everyone just chats, and I think that's really nice. And the first duathlon I didn't even know what rollers were. I honestly, when I say the cycling and all that, like this is how I honestly wasn't a part of the cycling world at all. It was my boyfriend. I didn't have a race spell. He introduced me into it. I mean, I was looking at it, I was like, oh my god, what is that? Like, at that point, I didn't even know what rollers were. I just didn't understand anything. And there were people outside. I remember this guy. Like, this is how I was on my parents, but he came up to me and was like, you're right. I was like, it was my boyfriend's world. And he introduced me. I've got a spare race belt. So I was looking at it, I was like, have this. He just gave it to me. He was like, yeah, have my race belt. I've got. I just didn't understand anything. It's like, right, and I remember this guy, you came up to me, and I was with my parents, but he came up to me and then followed me, and he stood with me in the queue, he showed me how to rack. He's like, look, I've got a spare race belt for you, through the whole have this, and he just gave it to me. He was like, yeah, have my race belt. And I just think you meet people like that. It's like, right, I think it was somebody, number on the, it may have been somebody at the podium, you know, when I went up to get the medal, and then follow me, I think somebody may have said to me, he should know that you could qualify, and he just taught me, you can only qualify thing. Pre-registered, and so although I could have qualified, and I just think you meet people like that. I hadn't registered. I think it was somebody to be in the mix. It may have been at the podium, you know, when I went up to get the medal. I think somebody said if you'd registered, you could have qualified. You do know that you could qualify. I could have what? Because you can only qualify. I could have qualified pre-registered. So although I could have qualified, and so after that, I looked into being in the mix. So I obviously signed up to do a membership of British. But I think somebody said if you'd have registered, you could have qualified. And I was like, yeah, I think it was just the friendliness of everyone around me. I could have qualified to represent PD, like what? And so after that, I looked into
like
it,
everybody wanted to do well.
Obviously signed up to become a membership of British Tri,
And I think that feeling that you felt on your first one,
I think it was just the friendliness of everyone around me.
You know, it's just part of the learning process. There's nothing like it. Everybody.
And I think it's like everybody wants my advice always. Is like.
And I think that feeling that you felt on your first one,
it's always the hardest bit. Is just to arrive, get your bike out,
part of the
because you are just looking around. Like I'm so comfortable now. I still remember that feeling of looking around. Like my advice, everyone looks always, like they all look like they know what they're doing. Just turn up ready. They're pumping up the tyres. They're on rollers. It's almost the hardest bit. Is just to arrive, get your bike out. Aero socks on. Like I'm so comfortable now. I still remember. I just turned up and looking around, bike, my little helmet. Everyone looks like they know what they're doing. They all look like they know what they're doing. I've got to get the bike real, like pumping up the tyres. They're on rollers. Look at their race suits. Like look, 5 years later, and I'm aero socks on. They've got these tear drop helmets to inspire. I just turned up and come along road bike, my little helmet, and I was like, what am I doing here? I was like, I've got real like imposter syndrome. But yeah, like look, 5 years later, and I'm doing podcasts to inspire other people to come along. So yeah,
I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So after your first medal Pontevedra, you've since won another.
Really lovely medal. I have. I've got it here. So this year, the event postponed.
I've seen pictures.
I think it was twice in the end. Cool. So it was supposed to be in 2020, it got postponed to 2021. It was supposed to be in Almere. Yeah, really lovely medal. In September. And then this year, ended up in North Spain. The event was postponed. So there was a lot of question marks in the end whether it would actually go ahead. So it was supposed to be in 2021, got postponed, got their hopes up until it was supposed to be in Almere. We were actually on the plane going in September. But so this year, I managed to get silver in my age group. So also there was a lot of question marks as to whether it would actually go ahead. Like I don't think anyone got their hopes up. That's what I was going to say earlier. I said I was getting actually on the plane going. I remember in Pontevedra, but so this year I managed to get silver in the entire age group. I was like, also that must be amazing. I think I'm most proud of it. Was like a second this year when I was at the top. I was like, and that's what I was going to say earlier. I don't think I should be at the front. There should be people. I remember in Pontevedra what's going on. And I came second overall, and I think I was like, although I wanted to be amazing, and that had always been my goal. And I think this year when I was at the top, I was silver. Where is everyone? Coming second overall. I don't think I should be at the front. There should be people on sort of like, what's going on? I don't know what I'm trying to say here. I came second overall, and I made up for the fact although I wanted the gold, and that had always been my goal. It was like something that I didn't think I'd ever get. And although I got the silver, I kind of expected to get second overall gold in my age group. Then over, but to get second overall, that was a shock to me. So I don't know what I'm trying to say here. It's like it kind of made up for the fact that I hadn't got gold.
I guess
that makes sense. It was like something that I didn't think I'd ever get, and then all of a sudden, I kind of expected to get silver or gold in this year, like not a lot, but to get second overall, that came down to 26 seconds, something like that. But I mean, I've looked into quite a lot of detail. So our 10K run,
difference in time
we pretty much came in at the same time. I think officially this year, like chip time, she was ahead. I think it came down to 26 seconds. There was like a 200-meter run. But I mean, I've run all the way down transition, do detail, also our 10K run, and we arrived at our bikes at exactly the same time. I think officially I made up that time in transition. She was ahead. We got onto the bikes. There was like a 200-meter run. So as she was trying to, you had to run all the way down transition, do a U-turn and all the way back up. And then I'd say we arrived at our bikes at exactly the same point, and we're not allowed to draft. So I made up that time in transition. So. And if you got on, you're doing that thing where you said I overtook her. So as she was trying to still be fiddling with doing that shoes, I overtook. So I thought, right, I'm going to hang back. And then I'd prefer to be chasing than to be ahead. And we're not allowed to drive. I don't know where they are. Like I prefer to be my eyes on her. And if you're doing that thing where in the bike we were like, you overtake, you can actually still be on the hills doing that. I felt like I was a little bit stronger. I'm going to hang back. Catch her. I'd prefer to be chasing. She would just fly. To be ahead and thinking, oh my god, I don't know where they are. It was 2 laps. Like I prefer to be. And she was never out of my sight. By the time and in the bike we were like officially she was cat mouse, so on the hills seconds ahead. I felt like I was a little bit stronger time, sort of catch her. But then on the flats she would just T2, fly. She was sort of just it was 2 laps as I was wrecking, and she was never out my side. She did. By the time we finished, I think officially she was and then we pretty much ran exactly the same 5K time most of the time. But
Then
we ran
basically
the same
5k time, but
she was sort of
as
just
she
running
finished,
out as I was.
I think she just like went to finish because it was like
start that 5k.
Didn't want to even think about the fact that I'd sprint.
And then we pretty much ran exactly the same 5k.
Whereas when I came around the corner,
she crossed the line, and I was like,
we ran basically the same 5k.
There's no sprint here. I can just
as
enjoy
she
the moment.
Finished,
and so I
think she just like went to the finish because it was like
high fives.
Didn't want to even think about
my arms
off and just like
she just went
sort of cherished that.
Whereas when I came around the corner, she crossed the line. And
my time probably looks a bit slower there, but if I had come around the corner and been sprinting, so I ran past all the spectators and high fived, and then in transition, like put my arms up and just like overall sort of cherished 10k. I just wanted to enjoy it. So transition.
My time probably looks
a bit slower there, but if I'd have come around the corner,
the bike she was 36 seconds faster.
Then and then in transition when you look at the time a little bit faster. But overall, I think 10k, 15, 20 seconds. We were the same. Transition.
And honestly, I was
22 seconds faster.
I preferred her to have got the
bike. She was 30 seconds.
And then there was no what ifs,
buts, all of that.
She was like, she was better, fine.
A little bit faster.
But honestly, I think we're the exact same athlete.
15, 20 seconds.
We were almost the same. And honestly, I preferred her to talent than
I preferred
just got that extra thing on her day.
And then there was no what ifs, buts, all of that. We were like, oh, she was better, fine.
Yeah.
But honestly, I think
to work on,
and I know we're almost the same
to work on now,
so we've got the same level of talent, but then
so it just
she
gives you
had that extra thing
to try and
well, it happens, doesn't
it? Was ever slightly stronger.
Keep going and
it happens,
get better on the bike and
corn
everything
and,
else.
It's something to work on, and I know it's the bike that I need to work on now. So
winter bike training, it just gives you the impetus to try and
exactly. And it was
keep
one of my
going
friends said,
get better on the bike
better to get silver,
everything else.
Never get complacent.
Running's not a problem.
Well, there is that.
Got nailed. Yeah, there is that. It's just that.
Yeah,
winter bike training will get you where you need to be, I'm sure. And you've got loads and loads of years ahead of you.
One of my friends said, it's better to get silver. And that's the other thing. There's Alex Doherty.
Well, there is that.
Won the men's this year. He overall and age. That's what I'm saying to myself to keep myself. Yeah, I think
you've got loads and loads of years ahead of you, anyways, to get that.
Yeah, when you look at somebody like that, and that's the other thing. There's Alex Doherty who achieved it. Won the men's. I've got nothing to complain about. Like overall and age group. When I've got the full collection there.
Yeah,
that's another nice thing.
Absolutely, like Johnny Brownlee.
Exactly. When you look at something like that, who's kept for years and years.
I only bring that up because I was listening to a podcast he was on.
I've got nothing to complain about. I've got a bronze and a silver.
He was talking about
I've got the full collection. Then that's another nice thing to have.
Absolutely, like Johnny Brownlee.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. I think
I only bring that up because I was listening to a podcast he was on today.
I know a couple of people who were supposed to be going and months out got injured or had a nasty bike crash and weren't actually able to even make the event. And for me, I was so grateful for. And I did get an injury in the summer. I know a couple of people who were supposed to be going. By the time I got to Spain, I was feeling pretty good again. Like I was almost back to it. Had a nasty bike crash and weren't actually able to even make to just be able to go. And for me to be able to turn up, and I did get an injury in the summer. Race plan for the 10k by the time I got to Spain, I was feeling pretty good again. Like I wanted it to almost back to transitions. I was the fastest out of anybody in my race. Yeah, to just be able to go. And the race went so perfectly. The bike obviously needed a little bit. Me and my coach spoke help on the 5k, 10k run. Literally just gave it everything. I executed it exactly how I wanted it to. It couldn't have gone much transitions. Better. I was the fastest out of anybody in my race. Always my biggest worry. I couldn't do anything more there. Nothing went wrong there. The bike obviously needed a little bit of. There's so many factors that can go wrong in these events. Literally just gave it everything. And so all of that went really smoothly just for me. It couldn't have gone much better. After all this hard work, I didn't get a puncture, which is always my biggest worry. At least I gave it my best shot. Nothing went wrong there. I didn't get lost on the course. And then obviously so many factors that can go wrong in these events. I was even able to. And all of that went really smoothly for me. And I was like, do you know what? At least after all this hard work, after all the months of training, at least I gave it my best shot and I'm able to say that. And then obviously to get the medal and stand on the podium is
what's your favourite bit of kit
that I was even able to. Yeah, in terms of kit, is that just anything like anything I wear?
So let's move on you want. It can be bikes, it can be whatever. Anything you use in triathlon. So. What's your favourite bit of kit and why?
Do you know what? Yeah, in terms of kit, is that like because I feel like no one else will say just anything like anything I wear. Actually, like I remember when I bought it, and I was like, I actually love myself for this.
Whatever, anything you use in triathlon.
Everyone's gonna think I'm a total weirdo, but
I'm get a race number. I'm going to throw a curveball on there because I feel like no one else will say this. To then put your little things through. Like I remember I bought a single hole puncher. I actually love myself for this for a couple of quid, and it's my favourite thing. Everyone's going to think I'm a total. Back in the day, I was getting a pin or a pen. And I was like trying to draw holes in it, and you have to pull it apart enough to get the thing in. And I now have this little hole puncher. I bought a single hole puncher off Amazon, and I punch it in exactly where I want to, and it's my favourite thing. And I think that's back in the day, I was getting a pin or a pen.
Game changer.
I was like trying to draw holes in it. It was a game changer. Pull it apart enough to get the thing in. And I feel like that's a good little bit of advice for anyone else out there. I feel like, and I punch it in exactly where I want to. All the rest, you know, the punch a hole in. I think that's one of my favourite bits of kit. Yeah, extremely satisfying.
Game changer. I agree. You've nailed it.
It was a game changer. Do you have one?
No.
And I feel like that's a good little bit of advice for anyone else.
I'll put it on my Christmas list.
You can get your air helmet, you can do all the rest, but you know, to punch a hole in your number at the start.
Well, you can safely say nobody's ever mentioned. I agree. That you've nailed it.
Do you have one?
Well done on being a first.
Yeah, get yourself one. Yeah, honestly,
I'll put it on my Christmas list.
Just as like a bit more of a normal one. I'm a big fan of socks.
Yeah, I just think, well, you can safely say nobody's ever mentioned
quite a big difference to like, especially this way.
Well done on being a first.
Stuff. Yeah, I always invest in. And I'm also just as like a bit more of a normal one. I'm a big fan of socks. I go for just between the ankle and the calf. The socks you wear can make quite a big difference to like,
not the full,
especially this way you go from like running, cycling and stuff.
Yeah.
So I always wear the full, really good socks.
Full sock. What length of sock do you
okay. Yeah, I go for
two
between the ankle and the calf.
And I have a bit of a not the calf, not the full length. If I have an injury, it's usually a calf injury. So see, I always wear the full. Gives it that full. You know, the skins below the knee.
Yes.
Two reasons for support socks as well. And the brighter the better. I have a bit of a weak calf.
Yeah, they've got to be matching.
If I have an injury, it's usually a calf injury. So.
Nice. Mine, ones I got skins, some especially for the Worlds because they were trainers and they were white with pink
I like socks as well.
But every time I buy a new pair of trainers,
exactly,
they've got to be matching.
So nice pink resources, and that can be
nice.
YouTube.
Ones I got some especially for the Worlds because they match my trainers. They were white with pink stripes. But every time I buy a new pair of trainers, I've got to get new socks
for anything
to
do with multisport. So what resources you've used really, and that can helped. It can be YouTube channels. It can be
I would say books or whatever. I mean, not to plug it because
you can plug it. Yeah, go on, plug it.
Everybody sign up to the GCN app
that you've used really and has helped.
Yeah, GTN. I've watched quite a few GTN. I would say. I mean, not to plug it because
you can plug it. Yeah, go on, plug it.
Get my bike into a bike box.
Everybody sign up to the GCN app.
Definitely have never done a TT bike, and heading out GTN. I've watched quite a few GTN. I watched quite a few of the things, especially when it came to bike into a bike box, packing up my bike, getting my bike into a bike box. I've never done it before. And definitely never done a TT bike. Facebook groups that I've used as well. Heading out for the World. When I've done the World, I watched quite a few. You often get how to sort of added into a group, helps with the bike into a bike box, and so many people put really good links on there. I'd say if you've got like a local triathlon club, Facebook. I think there's like Facebook groups, a local club near to you. Just ask if you can join us there. When I've done the World, they'll tell you about local races. You often get sort of added into a group, and I'd say that's honestly so many people put really good links on there. So if you've got like a local triathlon, I also use Facebook Marketplace for a local club near to you. Just ask if you can join us there. Cycling shoes, they'll tell you about less than half price. They were brand new, immaculate things, and I'd say that's honestly that's probably one of the best places to go. You get loads of raffle kit on there. I also use Facebook Marketplace.
Don't tell me that.
For loads of things. I bought my Aero shoes on there for less than half price. They were brand new. Because people look after this stuff. But they're never going to buy it. Like I'd say it's loads of raffle kit on there who is going to try and like.
Don't tell me that.
So I'd say I bought my Aero helmet on there. Second one of my best bits of advice. Because people look after this stuff. For kit. You're never going to buy it. Like I'd say it's very rare that you're going to get
two new answers that I've never had before.
It's going to try and like do you over.
Really good.
So I'd say that's
multisport
actually one of my best bits of advice and resources is Facebook Marketplace for kit.
I threw that one in. I didn't tell you that. Well, they threw that one. Two new answers that I've never had before.
I mean, I think it would have to be. It would have to be the World Champs.
What's been your favourite multisport experience?
Too obvious an answer.
So I feel like I need to go.
Good question.
For something different.
I threw that one in. I didn't tell you that one. I threw that one in.
I mean, I would have thought.
I think it would have to be. It would have to be the World Champs. I feel like that's too obvious in a question.
So you obviously like run up and down a mountain.
So I feel like I need to
go.
I think that would have been, but that was the day I twisted my ankle and got injured. So it was actually probably the worst.
I would have thought it would have been. So I tried to.
But I was really looking forward to that because it wasn't on a closed circuit. It was you had to like run up and down a mountain and you went off trails.
I think that would have been, but that was the day I twisted my ankle and got injured. So it was actually.
I'm like struggling to pick one out. One event that I loved. I was really looking forward to that because it wasn't on a closed.
Again, I don't know if that's just down to the fact that it wasn't a closed circuit.
Because I think what I find on the closed ones is you're going round and round in circles.
I'm like struggling to pick one out.
One event that I loved was the Western.
You know, if you do like say if you did
again, I don't know if that's just down to the fact that it wasn't a closed
second, third lap.
So I think what I find on the closed ones, focus and you're like, I know how far I've got to go.
You go, you get to the last lap, you're like, just get a bit bored.
And it's that mentality.
And if you've had that mentality all the way through,
say if you did a fast marathon, and I think when I'm on these laps, that you've got
second and third lap,
the track's so difficult.
You've got to
keep
count,
focus.
It's painful.
You know where the windy bits are.
But you get to the last lap.
You're like, come on.
So I find that really tricky. Whereas the Western,
and if you'd have had that mentality all the way through,
did it again. It was
faster.
On trails.
And I think when I'm on these laps, and then you went out on the road, track to do. I tend to enjoy those.
It's painful.
You know where the windy bits are.
Doing a bit of exploration
at the same time.
Find that really tricky. Whereas the
Western,
obviously the best experience.
We did it again. It was on trails.
Every time I talk about going down that finishing
and then you went out onto the roads, and I tend to enjoy those.
Quite right.
Because I feel like I'm doing a bit of exploration at the same time.
Okay, I'll give you the right. I'll give you the proper answer. It is finishing
every time I talk about going down that
I cannot even begin to describe.
And quite rightly so.
This year, you're coming down. You're the river next to you on your right. You're coming down, and there were bridges going over the river.
Okay, I'll give you the right. I'll give you the proper answer.
It is finishing.
People stood
all over the
bridges.
I cannot even begin to describe flags at you and Union Jacks.
This year,
sailors,
you're coming down.
You're the river next to you.
Your name's on your
down. There were bridges going over the river.
Stringer, come on, GB.
I'm getting goosebumps talking about it.
Every time somebody shouts that at me,
stood all over bridges, waving GB flags at you. Union Jacks. Like Vuvuzelas, the lot
for me.
Like, you never ever get used to. And then you sort of turned right, you went over the bridge. Then there was another little time somebody shouts at me. The bridge was closed to spectators, so you ran over that. But as you were running through the bridge, there's like a little collection of Union Jack is for me. There was flags. I never ever get used to it.
Mental at you.
And then you sort of turned right, you went over the bridge. Then there was another little group because the bridge was closed to spectators. So you ran over that.
And that
whole as you were running through the bridge,
there's like a little tannoy
people, and so he's
there
bringing you any flags.
And second place is Kathy Stringer from Great Britain.
And then you could see.
Yeah, and then like I said, you had to kind of do a U-turn.
In that moment, I was
like,
that whole U-turn.
I've got to
just cherish every second. So I ran. And so he's
bringing you any side. And second place is Kathy Stringer from Great Britain.
And I kind of been. And then so I'm going to cry. And then like I said, going in that moment,
I've never had anybody cry on a podcast.
Just cherish every second. So I ran right to it.
No, that's cool. So you should be. The thing is, you put a lot of hard work into it.
So I'm going to cry now. You've got me going. I've just
been so proud of you. I've never had anybody crying on a podcast. Tell that story till you're blue in the face.
Just really
it's just something. Cool. So you should be. The thing is, what advice would you give to anybody wanting to get into triathlon wrong and being so proud of what you've anyone in triathlon who wants to go and you can tell that story, qualify for blue in the face.
Yeah. So I'd say it's just something for the people who have never tried.
What advice would you give to anybody wanting to get into triathlon?
So I always do it with duathlon. I always find these. I think
anyone in triathlon
if you're a runner. So you've come from a running background a bit like me, then I'd say the first duathlon or triathlon you enter, make sure it's a closed road Multisport event. So I always do it with duathlon. I always going on circuits. I think if you're a runner, so you've come from a running background a bit like me, all on the parks. Then I'd say because the last thing you want to be doing is get on the bike and make sure it's a closed road. Garmin navigate. So I've also got to watch out for traffic and cars. Going on very confident on your bike. Oh my god, just everything can. You've got potholes. I did Blenheim traffic lights, navigation. So because the last thing you want to be doing is getting on that bike trying to do right. I've got to look at my Garmin. If you go to a Garmin and navigate, I've also got to watch out for traffic. All you need to do is you might be very confident on your bike. There's no potholes. Just everything can. You've got potholes. traffic lights, navigation. That's my best advice. And I think on top of that, for cyclists. Whereas I think if you go to a closed circuit event, coming into it, all you need to do is think about practice that. There's no potholes, there's nothing else. You count your laps and that's it. That's going to get you. So I'd say that's my best advice. And I think this obviously for cyclists, if you're a cyclist, just start getting off your bike and if you went 200 metres up the street and just keep practice that. I'd say that's probably the best advice. And for people within it, I guess just look at cyclists when the qualifiers are. Plan just start getting off your bike, and even if you run 200 metres so that you're going to keep increasing it from there. I'd say that's your best for those qualifiers. So that you can for people within it, obviously, usually the qualifiers just look at when if you make qualifier, almost treat that like your world champs, like your year max that year, then so that you're going to get in and then sort of regroup. Ready for the world champs for those qualifiers, so that but the last thing you want to be doing is obviously running a marathon. Usually the qualifiers are like the year before, crazy the weekend. So if you make the qualifier exhausting, almost treat that like your world champs. So like you just want to make sure you're on max that year for that to give it. Then you can get in and then sort of regroup, ready for the world champs the following year. But the last thing you want to be doing is like running a marathon.
What are your short?
Doing something crazy the weekend before and just exhausting yourself. So you just want to make sure you're on, so short term, that to give it your all. I've not really got any, if I'm completely honest, mainly because.
So finally, what are your short and your long term?
For 2 years, I've put my career to I've been working, but I've put my career on the back burner for a little bit. I've not really got any focus on, if I'm completely honest. But now it's like actually I need to sort of just concentrate on my job. I'm starting this new job. So short term for 2 years, just sort of I mean for December I've been working, but I've put my career on the back burner and just had a bit of fun and trying to focus on this. And then long term, it's like actually obviously the big one is to get that goal eventually. So short term, whether I'll go for it this year, I'm not sure. Just sort of I mean for December I've take a year off of it. Just I'm going to take a bit of time off, and also just having a bit of fun with my new job and everything else. Just kind of and then long term, obviously the big one is to get that goal eventually. Go and try that. Whether I'll go for it this year, I'm not sure. One thing I would love to try this year, fully take a year off of it, just mentally. So obviously you've got Ironman, try new job, and everything else just kind of equivalent. So I think it's a good routine. I think it's a 30k run. So it might just take me a couple of years before I go and 120-kilometer bike and then a 10k run. One thing I would love to try this year is the Powerman Duathlon, which all my friends are like, obviously you've got Ironman because on the lead up to the World, I was like, I hate this. I think it's a 30k. As soon as I got this medal, that's it. And then I literally got the medal bike and then a 10k high, and was like, right, I'm going to double the distance. Much longer. Which all my friends are like, you're mad, because on the lead up to the World, I was like, I hate this. Yeah, but you forget about all that once. As soon as I got this medal, that's it. And then I literally got the medal, which is so true. You really do. High. So I was like, right, I'm going to double the distance. Yeah, just have a bit more fun and just see what else is out there. But definitely doing some different duathlons. Like I'd love to go. I'm going to do so much again this year and try and walk across my own this time. Which is so true. You really do. In March, but I think training part. Just have a bit more fun and just see what else is out there. It's called a two-up duathlon. Definitely doing, and you do different duathlons. So you're not allowed to be any further than again this year. 15 meters away from each other during the day. I'm doing it in the run. You've got to stick together and on the bike March with my trainer. I can't repeat. It's going to be such good fun. It's called a two-up duathlon together, and you do it together. And he's always you're not allowed to be any further than 15 meters away from the world. I don't think you gave that. So in the run, you've got to stick together and on the bike faster each other. So during this race, I'm like, come on, Pete. It's going to be such good fun, and we stick those together. So and he's always messaging me after the races. I think you could sign really faster on that. Yeah, even the world. He was like, I don't think you gave that everything. Think you can be faster. Discovering all these. So during this race, I'm like, come on, Pete. Short distance, trail, cross country.
Everything you do and everything that you can do in triathlon. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, and like I said, I hadn't heard of duathlons a few years ago, but now I'm excited. I'm really excited. Long distance, short distance, trail, cross country, and who knows, there might be a GB channel soon.
In duathlon.
Yeah, exactly. Global Duathlon Network.
It's really strange.
So I'm excited. I'm really excited for sort of next year.
Watching GCN all those years, and
who knows, there might be a GD channel soon.
The guys used to be in the studio, on the turbo.
Global Duathlon Network.
And before I had Zwift, it's really strange, isn't it? Because when I would just get on a bog standard GCN all those years, and And I used to watch all the cycling sessions on the turbo, the guys religiously in the studio, and then on the turbo doing. They should do something about. And before I had Zwift and I was in triathlon dancing, I would just get on and then lo and behold, about 2 years later, they came up with a GTN. And I used to watch all the cycling videos. Exactly what we need. Religiously, I mean, and then I thought, why not? They should do something about it because not everybody likes to swim. I was in triathlon at the time. Not everybody likes to swim. Then lo and behold, about 2 years later, they came up with a GTN. I thought,
brilliant. We'll see.
Watch this space. So I mean, anyway, why not? Because not everybody likes with whatever you do in the future. And like we said earlier, not everybody likes to swim. So we're going to keep a good eye out now for these documentaries.
We'll
unfortunately,
see.
I subscribed to the wrong channel, obviously. I subscried to you. Anyway, good luck with whatever you do in the future. And like you said earlier, that was
you get it all, but advert free.
Now for these documentaries. Well, I get. Unfortunately, I subscribe to the wrong channel, obviously. I subscribe what I don't get. What I don't get is the extra films instead of GCN. That was when they do all the documentaries. I don't get that. Well, I get the advert. So what I'll have to look at is what I don't get. What I don't get is the extra films. So it's been lovely to chat. You know, when they do all the documentaries. I don't get. It's a pleasure. So thank you ever so much for coming on. It's been lovely. What I'll have to look at is been in you inspiring people when they've heard this. So it's been lovely to can't do anything lovely to chat. Enthusiasm.
And you, thank you so much.
Good luck in what you do in the future. Thank you ever so much for coming on. It's been lovely to meet you. It's a pleasure. I'm sure you'll be inspiring people when they've heard this. Absolutely. Can't do anything but with your enthusiasm for it all. And good luck in what you do in the future.
Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Hopefully we can get more people in. Into the multisport world.
Really good luck.
Absolutely.
Well, what a great Kathy. Story that was. I'll be looking out for the documentary. Lovely person she is. Bubbly, going to be producing. Funny. Really enjoyed chatting to her. And good luck with the future. Really good luck in the new year. I'm sure you'll get to that Kathy podium, and I'll be looking sooner rather than later. I think it's inevitably producing with the ability it all goes to plan. And good luck with the future in multisport. The outlook. I'm sure you'll get to that top podium sooner rather than later. I think no doubt about it. Inevitable, really. Right, onto the life hack that you've got. So in my daily food intake, I eat nuts and seeds outlook religiously on training and everything every day. And the good for you, no doubt about tasty, the convenience. Right, onto the life hack. Have a few nuts and seeds and dark so in my daily food intake, I eat nuts and seeds pouch religiously. And they can be enjoyed in all kinds of diets. They're good for you, from keto to vegan. The convenience, so sometimes it takes despite being high in fat, a few nuts and seeds and dark chocolate of impressive health and weight benefits in a little pouch. They're also low in carbohydrates and a great source of several nutrients in all kinds of diets, vitamin E and magnesium, keto to vegan, selenium, and you can add them despite being high in fat. Like I've just said, you can have of impressive health and weight benefits. So they're also low in carbohydrates. The Pringles and the crisps, a great source of several nutrients, including vitamin E and magnesium. Handful of nuts together with some dried fruit and some you can add them to food as well. That's it. That's like I've just said, you can have them as a snack. So why are they so good for as well? So instead of going for they're a good antioxidant and the crisps. They're full of polyphenols, which may protect your cells. Handful of nuts together against some dried fruit, bad LDL cholesterol. That's it. From damage caused by the free radicals that float around inside. So why are they so good for as well? And among the health benefits that research suggests full of polyphenols, which may protect your cells, inflammation against, especially with bad LDL, diabetes, kidney damage caused by the free radical disease and other serious conditions. Many nuts are high in fibre, among the health benefits that research suggests that nuts may disease also is inflammation, keep you full, especially other people who've got diabetes, kidney disease, helping reducing weight and serious conditions. Many nuts are high in fibre, which can reduce the risk of disease also. And obviously you can help keep them full. Or you can have the other benefit of it, so you can have chopped up in your food, reducing weight and things. You can toast them, and they also you can roast them. Also stuff to do with health. And they're easy to store. And obviously you can eat store them at room temperature, or you can have them in butters, in the fridge or the freezer. You can have keep them fresh chopped up in your food, and they're just really good and really healthy. So I think if you don't have them, roast them, diet, all sorts of stuff to do with them. And they're easy to store. Start adding them. You can store them out some of the not so even put healthy them in the fridge or the freezer, and just replace them by nuts. And they're just really good and really healthy. And so I think if you don't have them as part of your diet, and I'll just add to that, the nuts that I eat are walnuts. Just start adding them, taking out some of the not so healthy stuff, and just replace them by nuts. So yeah, that's what I do. Cashews maybe sometimes, but I think that's generally. And I'll just add to that the nuts that I eat. Have a go, see what you think. Hazelnuts. And that's it for episode 41. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and listening. I think that's much appreciated. Maybe sometimes. Please head over to Apple Podcast and leave us a review. Have a go. You can subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And that's it for episode 41. Much appreciated. Thank you ever so much for tuning in. If you want to drop us an email, much appreciated. To Age Group Multisport, please head over to Apple.gmail.com and leave us a review. And if you want to come on the show, to our channel, if you're an age grouper, if you wouldn't mind just send us an email or DM us on Facebook or on Instagram. If you want to drop us an email, our Instagram Age Group Multisport podcast account is @_1967 and just drop us a line. You'll find us. And if you want to come on the show, GB, if you're an age grouper, and on Twitter, just send us an email or DM us on Facebook. Like I said, we've got our own YouTube channel now, our Instagram, and that is account is @_1967. If you want to catch all the previous podcasts, Facebook, all 40 of them, you can find them on Twitter, Age Group Multisport, Spotify, and like I said, we've got our own YouTube, or you can go across to our website, and that is they're all on there. And the website is, if you want to catch all the previous podcasts, all 40 of them, Buzzsprout, you can find them on your favourite platform, Spotify. So that's it. Apple Podcast. Or you can have a great Christmas and a Happy New Year. They're all and I hope and the Boris doesn't spoil too much for us all. Podcast. And we can all meet up and join our families and celebrate. And we'll see you on the other side of New Year. Hope you have a great Christmas. Stay safe. Happy New Year. Keep training. And I hope Boris doesn't spoil too much for us all. And we can all meet up and join our families and celebrate. We'll see you on the other side of New Year. Don't forget, stay safe.